Yo guys, it's good. Back getting another video today. Another absolutely horrible day on the charts. This week has just been painful. If you guys have been trading this whole week, I think this was one of the worst weeks of price action we have had in a long time. Consistently throughout the week. Usually it's just patchy, but every single day this week sucked fucking balls. And today was no exception to that. I did take a win, but fuck, man, it was like an uphill battle. I did start another combine because Top Step is having a discount, so I figured I'd take advantage of that. I got half of it passed today, and on the live accounts or funded accounts, did take a $150 win, so I have $150 winning day now, and I probably could have squeaked a little bit more out of this, but you can see this trade took fucking forever. 2 hours and 40 minutes, so I was just done and almost got stopped out by 1 point 3 times. And I'll show you guys what I mean. It was just garbage, but today's video shouldn't be too long. Just gonna go over that one trade. I was super bullish coming into this morning. We have these data highs within a 4-hour gap. I mean, this gap has somewhat been filled, but it's still there. And we were still... Oh no, sorry, it was a 1-hour gap. It's a 4-hour gap on ES, but we were still respecting these gaps here coming in to market open. And as you can see, we do inverse it right before market open. Sorry, we did inverse this. And we ended up taking out a bunch of these lows, this New York PM and this New York AM previous day low, and this hourly low here, but that was until later on. But we took out those two lows, and ES had already taken these, so I wasn't concerned about them. So again, I was super bullish. And coming into market open here, there was... I don't know what I'm missing here, guys. It's right here. So we take this out, and we get this nice reversal, right? What I wanted to see happen, we get this 15-minute inversion, and we have this hourly bearish. That's what I meant to mark out instead of these ones. And I wanted to see us push through this and then come up to these stacked highs here. Once we took one, we were probably going to take all of them, pretty low resistance, and then potentially make our way up to these data highs. But that doesn't end up happening, and we come up into this hourly gap, respect it, and longs were good here, but I was not willing to take this trade until we closed above here, at least on the 15-minute. I wasn't too concerned about the hourly, but I wanted to at least get a close above here on the 15-minute, above these gaps. Because higher time frames were bearish, I just thought today we were going to get a reversal, which we didn't. And then shorts-wise, I saw a lot of people take this trade right here, short off the tap back in this 3-minute, down to this, which I did not like at all, because we still did not inverse any of this. I mean, we did get a change state delivery, but this was a very risky play in my opinion. It did play out very well, but I was not willing to take it till we broke this 15-minute down, and the problem was we kind of just exploded through it. So with that being said, I did get an entry, but it ended up really kind of sucking balls because you can see we chopped like fucking crazy. I did get an entry right here. We took out this low, which I already said ES had already swept, so it wasn't really that concerning anyways. We got a little bit of a retest into this 3-minute gap. Let me just get rid of this quickly. You can see this 3-minute gap here. And there was also a 5-minute gap that got created here. So we get a retrace into that. And I waited very patiently for this retest because I knew we were going to get some sort of bounce off that low. And I knew we were either going to respect this or we were going to blow right through it. And that's where I was going to take a long. But we respected it. And I took a short right here, 708. And I was just targeting down here, like nothing crazy, to this 4-hour low right here. And like I said, it had already been taken out ES, so it wasn't a super strong draw in my opinion, but it was a draw enough for me to want to target it, and it seemed we were super bearish. And what happened was we just fucking chopped around like crazy, and my stops were originally right here. This one missed me by 1 tick after being all the way in profit, really close to TP for hours. And then I moved my stop up because I'm realizing we're just range trading at this point, up above this high. And again, barely misses my stop by 1 point here, comes back down, barely misses my stop again here, and somehow, by the grace of God, we just absolutely dump. And I ended up taking profit here, $150. That's all I wanted for the day. I did not even think about fucking holding it any further because this was almost a 3-hour trade, and I just wanted my $150 winning day at this point after I got saved 3 times by God knows what. And I thought I was genuinely cooked when we broke this 5-minute gap here. I mean, it only would have been a $300 loss. It wouldn't have been the end of the world, even if I got stopped up here. But I knew price was kind of just ranging, and it was pretty clear to me we were going to go lower. The higher time frames were all indicating we're going lower at this point. We were still respecting this hourly. This 15-minute we were still respecting, and it was very clear we're going to go lower. I didn't think we'd go this much lower, but we did. I could have caught a fat dub if I held, but like I said, after all this bullshit and almost getting stopped out 3 times, I was done there, and that was that. But my combine, I actually did have a really good trade for that because obviously I didn't need as much need as many points for that. I only need like 37 points, and that shit hit like right there. So that was like a perfect trade, no drawdown at all. That was really good patience on that, but that could have ended badly as well because we did fucking chop around, and that would have been really stressful trading 2 NQ contracts through all this bullshit. So I'm glad it hit right there. But yeah, absolute garbage day. Like, look at this 5-minute. Like what the fuck is this? Like, and then we get the final move like at like 10 o'clock, like 3.5 hours after market open. Like, really? Like, we decide to dump off that entry there 300 points. Like, really, dude? Like, NQ is just fucked right now, man. Like, this is some of the worst price action I've ever seen. I've been trading live for 8 months, and I've been like trading for a year and a half, and this has been the worst week I've ever seen by far. So hopefully next week's better, but I don't know. Next week we got no news Monday. Very light week on news. that shouldn't really do much. No news Wednesday, that shouldn't really do much. No news Friday. So should be a I usually trade best when there's no news, so it should be a good week for me, but we'll see what happens. I am going to take advantage of that Top Step discount code. You can have it for up to 5 accounts. It's like 25% off or some shit like that. So I'm going to load back up to 5 accounts. I'm just passing them one by one. There's no reason to rush it. That code's available for another like 2 weeks. So I'm going to be taking advantage of that. Hopefully I have 5 accounts back by next week and keep rolling. So decent day. Horrible fucking price action, but we made it work. So it is what it is. Other than that, end the video here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, subscribe as usual. And I hope you guys enjoy your weekend, and I'll catch you guys next week.